Hey everyone, Corey from CoreyReviews here to do a quick review and unboxing of the newest Blu-ray release of Wolf Creek 2. This was sent to me by RLJ and RLJ Entertainment, and I gotta give them many thanks for sending me this copy to check out and review for you guys. So being that this is the first time I've ever done this before, I'm just going to go ahead and do like a review for it and also an unboxing as well. So to get things started off, I'm going to go ahead and do my unboxing portion right now. Alright everyone, here with the unboxing portion of this video. So first off, here at the front, get some nice embossing there on the title. Has a nice feel to it. And on the spine there, has that same kind of feel. Not embossed, the same feel that the text has on the front there. And then on the back, has that same texture as well. You get some shots of the film. Also included with the set, you get like almost an hour-long documentary of the making of the film called Creating a Monster, the making of Wolf Creek 2. Really good, extensive documentary. It covers every single aspect of the film, from pre-production, through production, post-production, even sound design, scoring, everything. Everything that you would want to know about the making of this film. If you're a fan of this series so far, I would highly recommend watching that if you pick up the set. And then you also get about 23 minutes worth of deleted scenes. You do have to view them all at once. It's kind of like a play all button. And the first few deleted scenes I really liked a lot because it gave you some more backstory about the first two hitchhikers you see in the film, along with our main hero of the film. And some of the latter deleted scenes are more like extended version of certain scenes in the film. But overall, some really good special features included with this set. This film is about like an hour and 45 minutes long. It includes a 2.35:1 aspect ratio, and it has a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 track, and this set is Region A locked. Alright, so you get some side-by-sides here, pretty much the same all around, and then when you open this set up, you get two discs, DVD and the Blu-ray right there, both the same disc art, and behind just the regular artwork here. You get some more titles from RLJ and RLJ Entertainment. I've heard really good things actually about all these movies. One of the newer ones there is All Cheerleaders Die. I heard is awesome. The Colony I heard is really good and underrated. Odd Thomas, Lovely Molly. Some really cool titles here. And if you're a fan of this one and you just want to get in some cool underrated horror films, these are definitely ones to check out. Alright, so that is everything that is included in this Wolf Creek 2 Blu-ray DVD combo pack. And I gotta admit guys, I thoroughly enjoy this film. If you're a fan of just kind of classic 70s, 80s style horror films with, you know, practical effects, just gore galore pretty much, I think that you will enjoy Wolf Creek 2. Also, if you're a fan of the first film, I knew of the first film. I never got around to seeing it. Obviously, I heard all the hype and everything when the first one came out back, I would say maybe 2005-ish. But I just never got around to seeing it. And I did get this copy a few days ago, but I hadn't seen the first film, so I wanted to go back and watch the first film first. Before I checked out this one, so I kind of give you guys a proper review for it and assessment. And I gotta admit, this is a great follow-up. It's the same director as the first one, and you know, it took it took almost 10 years for this one to release, but you could tell that they definitely put some time and effort into this, and they want to really make it a proper franchise. And it has a great villain. If you don't know, Wolf Creek 1 and 2 take place in Australia, which is a great place. You know, you don't see a lot of just films in general take place in Australia. And the main villain character is Mick Taylor, played by John Jarratt, and he's just kind of your classic boogeyman type character. He stalks and preys kind of backpackers and tourists and the outbacks of Australia. And obviously, if you've seen the first film, you kind of know what to expect with this one. But with this film, they do a great job of exploring even more, of giving even more character development and detail, and you know, answering some questions a lot of fans maybe had from the first film. I gotta admit, the construction of this film is really good. It picks up, obviously a little while after the first film, but it kind of almost feels in a way like it picks up almost directly after the first film. You could tell that they wanted to get the fans kind of right back into it, and clocking at an hour and 45 minutes, this film just flies by. Obviously, Mick Taylor as the villain, he's, you know, pretty much the main character that you kind of start following from the beginning of this particular film. And you kind of also follow his victims, and so it kind of goes from victim to victim. It kind of reminded me, I just watched Richard Linklater's Slacker, not that long ago, and the way it kind of transitions from character to character so seamlessly to kind of, you don't really know, it's very unpredictable, because you think, okay, maybe these are our main characters. Nope. Oh my gosh, that just happened. Maybe these are our main characters. Nope. Oh my gosh, that just happened. And the way that it does that over and over again, and it keeps you on the edge of your seat, keeps you on your toes, keeps you guessing what is going to happen to these characters, and you start getting invested with these characters, and then some crazy stuff starts happening. I don't want to spoil anything, but obviously this is a kind of horror, thriller, slasher type film, so you kind of know what you're getting into with a film like this. To me, this film kind of seemed to have like influences of stuff like Texas Chainsaw Massacre or stuff like Joyride. It just had that kind of flavor to it, and the violence is very over the top. I think a lot of people's criticism, if they watch this film, I think a lot of people kind of criticize the over the top violence and gore effects, which to me it kind of just adds to the film, especially with kind of its dark underlying humor. It's a film that really showcases real horror, you know, it's not just jump scares left and right. And the film does really do a good job of kind of like putting you in those characters' shoes and getting you invested. To me, the violence in this film is pretty insane. It's pretty over the top, but you know, like I said, it adds to the film. It reminded me a lot of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, the most, I guess, recent Halloween film. It reminded me a lot of the violence in that film, where it's very shocking and gory and over the top, but again, for the film that it is, it really adds to it. And the fact that it's all practical, it's not all the CGI stuff that you see in something like The Expendables. It's all practical. You know, you can tell that they put their time, time and investment into, prosthetics, and it really helps up the ante and showcases the stakes, for these characters and what they're getting involved in. Just casually, just traveling through Australia and all the crazy stuff that happens. But I gotta admit, also the performances in this film are just great. With a horror film, you wouldn't sometimes always expect for the performances to be so good, but the performances in this film were outstanding. There's like a 20-minute scene towards the end of the film with the two main characters, John Jarrett and Ryan Core, good guy, bad guy, and they're just sitting in opposite chairs and they're just speaking to one another, and it's one of the most riveting scenes in this entire film. It's awesome to watch and just wonderfully directed. The cinematography is beautiful. This is definitely like a demo disc. If you ever like pick out a horror film to showcase, if you're a fan of horror and you want to showcase to your friends how great Blu-ray is, image quality and stuff, this is one of those films. Pop it in. I'm telling you, it is one of the most like beautiful looking Blu-rays I've seen all year. It's just this scenery and everything of Australia is just breathtaking. But yeah, overall, like I said, I had a blast watching this movie. I didn't know what to expect, and thankfully this turned out to be a big surprise, along with the first film as well. If you're a fan of horror films, thrillers, and even the first film as well, definitely pick this one up. Wolf Creek 2 from RLJ and Image Entertainment. And again, thanks to them for sending this my way to watch and review for you guys. I had a lot of fun, and hopefully I can review more movies for them in the future. So yeah, guys, definitely pick up your copy of Wolf Creek 2 on Blu-ray today. If you've seen the film, let me know your thoughts down below. And as always, I'm Corey from CoreyReviews. See y'all later.